Hi class, let's take a look at example 6. And example 6 has the potential of being a little bit messy. They're providing us the actual, the actual sketch. So let me start with the actual formula and then we'll evaluate a couple of terms. This is so that I don't actually forget, all the bits and pieces. So the actual surface area is going to be evaluated on this one from 1 to 2 of it'll be the integral from 1 to 2 of the values of 2 pi times technically your function times the square root of 1 plus f prime of x and technically squared dx. They're using the x-axis and it's from 1 to 2. So let me do the actual derivatives and squared and simplify it as much as we can. So we're going to be using f of x to be the x to the third plus 1/12 of x to the negative 1. And I'm rewriting it in this form to actually take the derivative. So then f prime of x is equal to a 3x squared minus 1 over 12 x to the second. And then obviously x cannot equal to the values of 0. So that's going to be our derivative. Let's do our derivative actually squared. So this is not going to be expressed as follows. 3x squared minus 1 over 12x to the second squared actually represents 3x squared minus 1 over 12x squared times itself. So 3x squared minus 1 over 12x squared. And as we FOIL this one, remember that we're multiplying the 3x squared times those two, and then the negative 1 over 12x to the second times those two. And the first term that's actually going to show up, it's going to be a 9x to the fourth. And then as you multiply the 3, it's going to cancel with the 12 and also the x squared. So we're getting a fourth for the next one, and then minus another fourth, and then also plus a 1 over 12 to the second, and this one now has an x to the fourth, or 9x to the fourth minus a half plus 1 over 12 squared x to the fourth. So this is our derivative squared. So let me just box this in. Actually, it's messing up this. And this represents f prime of x technically squared. Now, this one has the potential of being really messy. So instead of rewriting it in, this portion here, let me add that one and see what simplifies. Typically, these factor out nicely once you do that step. So the next portion, it's actually going to represent 1 plus f prime of x squared, which is equal to 1 plus 9x to the fourth minus a half plus 1 over 12 squared x to the fourth. And this is 9x to the fourth plus a half plus 1 over 12 to the second x to the fourth. Now, this is the portion that we need to try and check if it's going to factor. And we don't just want it to factor as any values. We want it to factor as a perfect squared, because you technically have a square root on top. So this term will be a 3x squared and a 3x squared. And then because they're all sums, this one would be 1 over 12x to the second and plus 1 over 12x to the second. Now FOIL it and check to make sure that it's actually going to work. So multiplying these out, you're going to get a 9x to the fourth. And then once again, the 3 cancels and the x squares cancels. So plus a fourth and plus another fourth and plus 1 over 12 squared x to the fourth. So it actually works out. This happens to be a half. So we can actually rewrite the 1 plus the derivative squared. So this portion can actually be expressed. So this is just 1 plus f prime of x squared. You can express it as 3x squared plus 1 over 12x to the second quantity squared. So I'm going to use this portion to evaluate into the formula. And keep in mind that we haven't actually done the integral. So going back to this one. So this is going to be equal to 2 pi integral from 1 to 2 of your function was an x to the third plus 1 over 12x times, and this one's going to have the square root, and then we ended up with 3x squared plus 1 over 12x squared. So 3x squared plus 1 over 12x squared, and then technically squared dx. And let me just draw a line so that it's a little bit distinctive on what we're doing on what we did on the side, just to set up the integral. And let me double check. 1 plus 3x squared plus 12. Okay, we're good. And then don't forget about that 2 pi. So I'm just gonna rewrite it on the next step, and this is still s is equal to, well, this will be 2 pi integral from 1 to 2 of x to the third plus 1 over 12x, and at this point the square root, it's gonna cancel the perfect squared, so these cancel, and we're left with a 3x squared plus 1 over 12x squared, and all of this is dx. So technically we haven't even started the integral, that's just the setup. And then at this step we're gonna have to FOIL. So it'll be easier, let me see, no, yeah, I think it'll just be easier to FOIL. I don't see, just by looking at the function, an easy way out at the moment. So let me actually rewrite it. This will be 2 pi integral from 1 to 2. And as you multiply the first one, 3x squared times x to the third, you're going to get a 3x to the fifth. And then plus 1 over 12, and the x squared with the x to the second will just give us an x on the top. So this one's going to give us a x over 12. Let me double check. Cancels the x squares. Yep. And then plus a 1/4 as we multiply the 112. And then we have an x on the top. So that's good news. These are at least like terms. And then on the next one, it will be plus 1 over, well, technically 12 to the second, and then x to the third, and all of this is still dx. So for the middle term, I think it's just easier to obtain an LCD, which is 12, so multiply times 3 and times 3. And that's gonna give us, so let me take this to the side. So this is an x to the 12 plus 3x over 12, or 4x over 12, or x over 3. I'm getting an x over 3 on the middle term. So let me rewrite it. So this is 2 pi integral from 1 to 2 of 3x to the 5th plus x divided by 3 plus 1 over 12 squared x to the 3rd. And let me just put that x to the 3rd on the top. So it'll be x to the negative 3, and this will be dx. Okay, so let me pause here for a minute. I want to make sure that there's no errors, and then we'll continue to integrate and plug in the limits. Okay, I don't see any typos, so let's actually continue to evaluate the integral. And then it looks like I'm gonna have to break this problem into 2 videos, since at the 15-minute I get cut off. So I'll stop a little bit before that, and then I'll continue on the next video. So technically we're looking at the following problem still. Let me just rewrite S so that we don't forget that we're doing surface area. So this is still 2 pi. Oh, actually, let me integrate here. So at this point, I'm just going to integrate. So you're going to get a 3x to the 6 divided by 6 plus a y to the 2nd divided by technically 6, and then minus 144 divided by 2, so it'll be 288. So 1 over 288 x to the 2nd. I'm just going to put the x to the 2nd at the bottom, and we're evaluating this from 1 to 2. Let me reduce these so we can actually reduce that one, and that's actually it. So we're looking at this one being 2 pi times x to the 6th divided by 3 plus x squared divided by 6 minus 1 over 288 times the x squared, and then evaluated from 1 to 2. And let me just continue my green line of the actual side work. This is so that we don't combine it, and then we don't need that side work, but all of that was actually done to check our actual work. So let me plug in the values. I think we have possibly plenty of time to finish it. Let's take a look. So the numbers are going to get really large, and let me plug in the 2 first. So this is equivalent to a 2 pi times a 2 to the 6 divided by 3 plus a 2 squared divided by 6 minus 1 over 288 divided by 2 squared. That's going to be the first evaluation of the 2's, and then we're going to have a minus, and then let's evaluate the 1's. So this one's not going to be that bad. It's going to be 1/3 plus 1/6 minus 1 over 288, since you're just going to have a 1 squared, and all of this gets multiplied with the 2 pi on the outside. So we're looking at 2 pi times, and then 2 to the 6, it's going to be 64 divided by 3 plus 4 6s minus 288 technically times 4, it's going to be 1152. So minus 1 over 1152, that's for the first portion, minus, and let me see what would be best here. So I can just combine these two into 6's. So LCD is equal to 6, so multiplied times 2 and times 2. So this is going to give us 2 6's minus 1 6 minus 1 over 288. So before I go any further, this is going to be 1 6. Okay, so let me see what I can do here.